Welcome Bastien Abdullah Colle to the stage, please. Bastien started his traditional Islamic studies with local scholars and then gained a bachelor's and master's of engineering in the UK. After that, he traveled to Tarim in Yemen and continued his studies there. Upon returning, he became a chartered civil engineer before studying abroad in the lands of Morocco, Spain, and Saudi Arabia. Again, upon returning to UK, he joined Al-Salam and furthered his tutelage under Sheikh Akram Nadwi.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى آله وصحبه ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. Alhamdulillah, as the previous students have mentioned, today is an opportunity to be grateful to Allah. And one way to be grateful to Allah is to thank people, as the Prophet ﷺ used to say. And first and foremost, I'd like to thank Sheikh Akram Nadwi for his dedication to knowledge and how he's inspired all of us to get on a different journey. I'd like to also thank everyone at ASI because I've had the opportunity to work behind the screen in another institute. And I know how much work is going on to make all of these possible and to make the courses possible and the events. And I must say that the last 2 years I've been able to just be a student and not do any work and come and everything is ready and you just come and study and benefit and live. And I know how much work is going on at every level in an institution, and it's Jazakumullahu khairan for all your work in the background. And I'd like to remind myself and everyone that studying knowledge is not just an opportunity. It's a blessing and it's a gift from Allah Azza wa Jal. And as he mentioned in the Quran at the end of Surah At-Tawbah, in a slightly different context, he speaks about a ta'ifatun, like a group of people. So a group of people amongst the different Muslim communities, min kulli firqatin. And in the UK, being a student of knowledge, of sacred knowledge, it's you're a minority. You're a ta'ifatun, a small group of people within a minority of the wider Muslim community. And as it's described in Surah At-Tawbah, seeking knowledge is not just learning, but as Allah Azza puts it in the ayah, he says لِيَتَفَقَّهُ فِي الدِّينِ, not just لِيَتَعَلَّمَ, just learning for the sake of learning information. Is لِيَتَفَقَّهُ is a deep understanding of the religion, and that's why we want to do لِيَحْذَرُوا قَوْمَهُمْ إِذَا رَجَعُوا إِلَيْهِمْ, to benefit people when they go back to them, and to be cautious لَعَلَّهُمْ يَحْذَرُونَ. Studying is more than going through a program and graduating. Graduation is just a step along the way in a very long journey, and you are it's really a lifelong commitment. And when someone wants to realize this commitment, we look at the early Muslim community, and we find that like their relationship with knowledge was a complete lifelong commitment. And they used to say, the early Muslim used to say, we seek knowledge from the cradle to the grave, so i.e. from birth to death. And just to give an example I came across recently, Imam Ahmed, he was asked about, at the end of his life when he was getting old, he was asked, are you going to take a rest, or slow down, or what? And he said, like, I'm taking this ink pot with me in the grave. I'm not stopping anywhere. And it's an opportunity. It's a great opportunity when we're able to take from people who, as the theme today is, taking from the heirs of the Prophet is still applicable today. We don't find as many amazing examples as we find in the early Muslim community, but we still find people who dedicate their life to knowledge, and Sheikh Akram is certainly one of them. Well, alhamdulillah. Um, um, just a word of advice to the younger students. And when you look at the program at ASI, and you think, oh, it's a 7 years long program, will I be able to do it? It requires a lot. It requires from your time, from your health, from your wealth. But 7 years are going to pass anyways, whether you study or not. So look at it as a long life commitment. Get along the way, graduate, and the next day you just carry on to what to carry on that journey. الحمد لله رب العالمين وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين.